Hi, Tom Cole, the coach for Steve Taylor Community Connection, and it's certainly an honor to be here today with, on my extreme left, Mr. Superstar Terry Crosby, probably, handsome, athletic, probably the most eligible bachelor in town, and again, he looks damn good for 79, ladies, just to let you know that. But we have in the middle, Lisa Lento, who is the president and CEO of 419 Singles. So, Lisa, we may need you to do some magic for Supercross.
I'm ready. I am so ready to take this. Is my next project.
Okay,
I'm very excited about this.
Well, Cross will be a project. I'll just tell you that right now. Lisa, I was drawn to your video work. You, and I'm not smart enough to understand this or what it is, but some people on camera, they just kind of envelop the camera. The camera likes them. I don't know why. It likes them. You're one of those people. The camera likes you. Your videos on Facebook, you're so authentic. I think that's part of what sells.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're always being yourself. There's nothing fake or phony. I think people relate to authenticity, and you're just so real. Mm-hmm. But I think what you're doing with 419 Singles in Toledo, it's hard to meet people in Toledo, especially when you get 40-ish, 50-ish, 80-ish, we're getting across.
This age.
The ish thing becomes difficult.
It does.
Where do you meet people? How do you meet people? And I think you're providing a service that is so important to our community. Talk a little bit about how you came up with the idea, how it's going.
Yeah, so, unfortunately, this is my second time as an adult being single.
Yeah.
And, life happens and things, you find yourself not maybe in that Barbie dream that you had when you were a child.
Sure.
And, so I was kind of actually laying around sick in January, and I thought to myself, okay, it's time to start intentionally dating again. I don't want to die alone, so I need to get
That would be a t-shirt, by the way.
Yeah,
I think we can start selling these.
We have a whole merchandise line coming up.
Yeah.
So, I really was thinking I need to get back out there. Well, in 2025, the dating scene is very, and Terry, I don't know if you can attest to this, but it's very much online driven.
Right.
So you really are only able to meet people, via these dating apps, which are just horrible. Okay. And so I thought, I've got to change it, because in Toledo, specifically the greater Toledo area, the 419, unless there is a Mud Hens or a walleye game going on,
right.
Downtown tends to be dead.
Yes.
So if you're a single parent and you only have kids you have your kids every other weekend and it's your weekend off,
right.
And you want to go out and try to put yourself out there, and you get dressed up and you're going to go meet somebody, half the time there's nobody out. Right. So then what do you do?
Right, absolutely.
So this is a way to put people that are like-minded singles into a location, a room together, an event space where they can meet, they can talk, they can get to know each other. And really the driving force behind this is not just about finding love, which I want everyone to do. It's more about community. I feel like it's very important when you're a single adult or a single parent, that you have a support system, community, friendship. That's what 419 Singles is.
Got it.
And I should say too, it is my company is Midwest Singles.
Right.
The 419 is just the first branch of that.
Got it.
So hoping to really, really continue to spread the love across,
Got it.
The Midwest.
And Lisa, thank you so very much for coming. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm just so impressed in what you do, because it's very, very important. The dating scene has changed, let me tell you. It used to be a little bit more accessible.
Yeah.
Now it's very, very difficult. And people often look at me and go, oh my God, you're out in the community, you're doing this, you're doing that. How's your wife? How's your girlfriend? And I have to say to them, I don't have either. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? So, what you do is so vitally important. And the question I want to lead to is, what has changed from the way it used to be? What do you think that is? Because it has definitely gotten more and more difficult.
I think it's society, so we as a society have changed, which in turn has, it's led to, and this is going to age me, maybe, and make me sound a little bit older.
Well, there's nobody older than Tom sitting up here right now.
That's true. Even in the room. Hell, I'm 74. Who's got 74 beat? I I want to see a hand.
Well, no one,
I
no
actually
one
thought
would
you were
think that.
91, but that's okay. You look good.
Well, I just think that society in general has changed, right? Values and morals are a little bit different.
Yeah.
They're not exactly at the place that they were maybe 20 years ago. I think that because of technology and online dating, that we have merged into this way of thinking where, it's the next best thing. It's, oh, I can get on these dating sites and I can keep swiping and looking for the next best thing, oh, this girl's okay. Maybe I want to talk to her, go out with her, but what if there's somebody better? And I think that mentality really has affected the dating scene and relationships in general in, not just our community, but across the country.
I just want to say this, and this is just a little thing I want to share with all of us. I get approached all the time online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I interact sometimes,
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I'm just a friendly guy, I'll talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I've never met a stranger. But the thing is, after several conversations, it's like, Mr. Crosby, where do you work? Oh, I'm an ambassador for 10 automotive firm. Okay. How long have you been there? And I tell them that. The next thing we're leading to is, could you kindly share your bank account details?
Oh,
with me?
yeah.
So
Scams.
ladies are literally, right, looking for the bag.
Yeah, that's
And that just amazes me. That really does. I'm thinking, oh, are you kidding me?
She now has a credit card in your name, Cross. By the way, I don't know
no,
how that's going for you, but
you're right.
I might have to move here with you, Tom.
Yeah, it's all right. We got extra room, man. We got extra.
There's definitely scams out there and people looking for, again, unintentional things. And I think that that's another issue. So because of the online presence and, you're someone who's active and very, out there in the community,
Absolutely.
I'm the same way. So we do tend to get these messages that are very off the wall. I always say I could write a book just on the messages I get on Facebook.
Right.
But I think that, again, online has led people to kind of have, these nerves of steel that they wouldn't normally have,
Right.
or to be able
Where's
to
the
hide behind it.
values?
The values have very much dissipated. And, part of what I'm doing is trying to bring intentional people back together. And whether those intentions are, I'm looking for a support system,
Right.
I'm looking for community, I'm looking for love.
Right.
That is what I'm trying to do, is bring, just really building that back up in our community first, and then hoping to continue to spread that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. But no, don't give anyone your credit card.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not
But
doing it.
you're
at
not
all.
the first. I mean, I hear this all the time, especially, from, I would say, like, men over 50.
Right.
I think women target that market. They're definitely looking for, quote unquote, a sugar daddy.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Well, I'm
think so.
68, so they're picking on me, right?
I think that it
because
happens.
that's one of the initial questions they ask is,
Yeah.
how old are you, sir?
Yeah.
And I never lie about my age. I tell them, and then so yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate
And by the way, I would say I would not know your age or your age. You both look really good for
Oh,
your
thanks,
age.
sweetie.
So-
Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate that.
I think, Lisa, too, to part of Cross's point, I think it's hard for the ladies, especially with the online, because I think sometimes somebody will post a picture of themselves, and the picture looks like, Brad Pitt, right? And then you're going to meet at a restaurant or wherever you meet, and the guy shows up and he's 5'2", has an Amish beard, and he's a chicken farmer.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to Brad, and now it's this guy?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard for the ladies, I think, because they get fooled in that regard. That's not who I'm really talking to.
Yeah, no, it goes both ways. This is what we call, this is a classic case of catfishing.
Right.
Or I like to call it for men, hat fishing.
Right.
Because
Right.
this happens a lot, okay? And I'm not trying to pick on the guys here with
Right,
less
right.
hair, but what these guys tend to do online is, if they, instead of just being authentic and being yourself, people try to have every picture they have a hat on. They're trying to show that they're not.
Got it.
Every woman's picture is overly filtered. This is a thing.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, and I do some coaching on the side, and I tell people, you're going to meet this person in real life eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's best to,
Yes.
while I do have professional photos out there of myself and really nice photos, as soon as I start talking to someone or I'm going to go on a date, I throw in those, of course people see my lives in the morning when I'm
When you first
in
get
my
up in the
pajamas
morning,
and I don't have hair and makeup
yeah.
on. But I also will throw in a couple of pictures of me going to parent pickup or something where I'm hot mess express, because I want them to see that this
That's
is
another T-shirt, Lisa.
Yeah, no,
by the way.
you're right. I'm
Hot
so good at
Mess
this.
Express. We can sell these. I'm telling you.
You're right. But I want people to see
Right.
that I am a real person. I'm not
Yeah.
always going to be 100% put together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am a
And
busy,
nobody is.
Yeah,
I mean,
nobody
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I am a busy mom. I'm 42 years old. I have wrinkles. I have stretch marks. It's not perfect.
Right.
And you might see a picture of me that looks like very polished, but
Right.
of course there's more to me than just that.
Right.
But people tend to not do that.
Yeah.
And
Got it.
and that is when you get into these catfishing situations, and I hear it all the time. So my advice to people is be authentic.
Yes.
Of course, you're going to put your best foot forward
Sure,
first,
sure.
but share the real you and be
Sure.
as honest as possible, because those people are going to meet you for dinner or meet
Right.
you for a drink.
Right,
And guess
right,
what?
right.
You can't hide.
Yeah, who you are.
You can't hide who you are.
You
So-
said something a couple times on Facebook that I saw in some of your videos. You talked about confidence. I think confidence is an attracted to ladies, to men, if you carry yourself in a certain way. I don't mean a braggadocio kind of thing, but you're just confident about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You're confident about who you are.
Right.
There's an attraction to that, I
100%,
think.
yeah.
As opposed to somebody who's, I don't know if I could do that, and I'm afraid, and I'm afraid, and I understand people have trepidations about things, but if you can develop a confidence about yourself, I think that draws people to you. I think, and I was really intrigued with you saying that on Facebook.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest questions I get, whether it's from another single girlfriend or somebody who's part of, 419 singles, and they'll say to me, oh, I wish I had half the confidence you do. And of course, I am a very extra person,
Right.
so it comes very naturally to
Right,
me.
right.
However, there are things you can do,
Yeah.
I think, to learn those skills. And they're not just beneficial in dating, they're beneficial in
Life.
interviews,
Right.
life, just and any, social setting. And confidence is huge. And I think the way you stand, the way you walk
Yes.
into a room, the
Yeah,
way
100%.
how poised you are, these
Right.
are all things
Your
that are
body
going to help
language.
you. Yeah.
Body language is a big thing.
And it is a big thing. It can turn somebody from, let's just say on a 1 to 10 scale,
Yeah, right.
it can turn somebody from a 6 to maybe an 8.5 or a 9.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Absolutely.
100%.
That and personality, I think, are two things that, you don't have to be a perfect 10 looks wise.
Right.
I think if you can be authentic and showcase your personality,
Yes.
and showcase your fun, your
Yes.
your energy, your vibes, your
Yes.
whatever,
Right, absolutely.
which I think naturally people pick up on more in person.
Yes.
I think that those are things that can add to your attraction level
Yep.
and make you more attractive, and confidence is a big part of that.
You have a great organization. You're doing great community work. It's going to be continued success. If people watching this great video, they want to get a hold of you, they want to become part of 419 Singles,
Yeah.
how would they do that?
So you're just going to go on Facebook to 419 Singles and add that, or you can go to my personal page, which is Lisa Dunn, and add me on there. Follow me. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I'm all over the place. So follow me, message me. I do a website that is being developed, so that'll hopefully be out soon, and I'll make sure to share that on the Facebook page.
Well, Lisa, do we have your commitment now that Supercross is your number one project?
and I want to say to you, we need to do a TikTok together.
Oh, we should do it together. We should do it right now. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. I would love to do that.
I'm trying.
Let's
TikTok
make that
is a
up.
hard platform because you have to really, really, really be on it, right? You got to post all
Right.
the time. There's an algorithm to
Yeah.
it, and I'm like a post every other day kind
Yeah,
of person,
right,
but
right.
it is fun. So.
But I think if you and I done one, then that would be a start of something really, really great.
Oh, for sure.
All
They're
right,
going to
well-
give us our own channel.
Absolutely. But once they see it, they're going to follow it. We have to do more.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely. Once a week, we're going to do
That-
this.
But thanks
so.
for coming in.
And
I really
that's,
appreciate
that's
it.
another T-shirt. Once
Yeah.
they see it, they're going to follow.
We
I don't know.
also, I need a notebook to be writing.
I'm
these
telling you,
down.
we can sell this merchandise. I'm telling you. Lisa, it's an honor for
Yes.
Cross and I and China and Corey to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank
And you're
you.
doing great work in the community.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank
It was
you,
great
thank
to
you.
be
I
here.
appreciate it.
Tom Coley, coach for Steve Taylor's Community Connection.